Steve here with Alloyed RPG. In this video, we'll be taking another look into the creature compendium, this time at the Barnacle Roach. The Barnacle Roach is a perfect example of why we call ours a creature compendium rather than a monster manual, because not everything is a monster. So a Barnacle Roach is a little sea creature. It is the size of a barnacle, but it's actually a mobile kind of roach. And this will be primarily played in an ocean kind of campaign, so maybe pirates or something like that. We'll be using it a lot, probably in Oceania as far as Alloyed RPG goes. And they're just a fun little thing to throw in some cogs in the wheel, so to speak, especially when it comes to ships. Now, in and of themselves, barnacle roaches aren't all that impressive. They don't do a whole lot of damage. They don't have a lot of HP. I think it's only 4 HP. And they pretty much are just kind of a little insect kind of thing. However, when they get together, they can be quite destructive. So one barnacle roach can chew up to 6 inches or 15 centimeters of wooden plank or steel in a ship per day. And on a full moon, it doubles that. So that's where when you get a cluster of them, the damage actually goes up as well. So a cluster during the day can start adding to that damage level, and it can also start adding to their target because they've got like a calcified shell. So when they're in a group, they get harder and harder to deal with. Better to deal with them at night when they come out individually and start chewing. As far as any motivation is concerned, they are just animals. They're just looking for food. So that's the only motivation on a barnacle roach. They are a neutral kind of creature. And then as far as their weakness, it's acid. So they do not like kind of acid conditions. So that's why a lot of the captains on ships will keep some vinegar on board to douse it in that. So you can use different kinds of acids. You just have to be careful that if you're going to use an acid to destroy the barnacle roaches, that you don't actually use something powerful enough to destroy the ship you're trying to preserve. We also use barnacle roaches as a mechanism of slowing down the progress of adventurers on ships in port. So one of the things that you'll look at in the creature compendium is that a barnacle roach can sort of start or seed a reef. And so they can exhibit explosive growth to the tune of like 30 feet of growth a week on a reef. So a ship at port might be fine unless a bunch of roaches started a reef behind it, and it could potentially not shipwreck, but lock that ship in place and give the players another challenge to overcome. If you're looking to run these minis at the table, this particular miniature is by Epic Miniatures, so definitely check out their website and support them. Thanks again for watching, and may your dice always roll with advantage.